Hey, what's up, guys? More Season 4 discussion. We're going to do another wish list video here. I did a Nash wish list with Sonic Soul, but now, Mir, you and me, we're going to be doing the wish list for you. Oh, man. This is going to be a big
poor old Ryu.
You know what? I was thinking, if we took Season 1 Ryu and put him in the game now, would he even be good? Would he even be top tier, Mir? I don't know, man.
I personally think he would be good, honestly.
Why? Just because he can,
if you were to bring back, everything, with no discrimination,
yeah,
you would have throw loops, you would have easy end tiers, you would have a lot of abusable stuff. Honestly, like it's hard to list. If you were to put him back with the universal changes, like end tiers, jabs are gone, throw loops are gone, then I would agree with you. Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, man. Ryu was in a different era. Where there wasn't that crazy V trigger. The craziest V trigger was like Nakali's. There was no Akuma. No Guiles, no Ibukis, no Abigails. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think Ryu is ready for this world yet. Even Season 1 Ryu. So, I mean,
his V triggers definitely are not. That's for sure.
Bro, yeah, seriously. Even Daigo said that he felt Ken was better than Ryu in Season 1. So, when we're doing wish lists for Ryu here, everyone wants, I want Ryu to be back. I want Ryu to be competitive again. I want him to see him in tournaments again. People aren't asking for Ryu to be mid-tier. Let's be real. People want Ryu to be top tier. They want him to be very strong, top 10. And I guess that's what we're going to discuss with this too. So, I mean, Ryu, let's just rewind a bit here, go through some of the history of what was nerfed on this character. I could summarize it by saying everything, but we can talk about some of it. For one, his jumping light kick was insane. Ryu was just jumping crazy. It's still a jumping meta right now anyways.
It was really hard to end here with just things.
Crazy hitbox. Standing light punch was his anti-air, and he's got a 3-framer. So a little elbow.
And at the time there were also fully invincible DPs, and standing light punch was still like the move of choice for all.
Right, help stop cross-ups and all those weird cross-ups that were close. His back hard kick was like 0 on block for some reason.
Yeah, it was great.
He had throw loops with his forward throw. He was like right next to you and he could throw you again, which was huge. That was one of the biggest nerfs actually.
Yeah, and he had setups to cover both wake ups, quick rise and knockdown. Not hard knockdown, but no tech.
As a throw loop should. Damage, a lot of damage nerfs, and like I said, it was during a time where there wasn't that too many crazy V triggers back then. It wasn't nuts, and then a bunch of his normals, man. His standing light kick, which was such a great punish tool, as a 4-framer, they nerfed that. His standing medium punch hitbox they nerfed, right? Standing medium punch.
Yeah, it just didn't go as far.
Yeah, crouching medium kick. So basically, his lights and mediums across the board, right? And the back hard kick was put to -2. And
of course the anti-air jab got nerfed, like we said.
Yeah.
And to compensate, they made it a little bit, longer range, but
they even nerfed his sweep, didn't they? And they messed around with a lot of the
they did. Yeah, they nerfed the speed on a lot of normals. Crouching medium punch, standing heavy punch, sweep. Yeah. They nerfed the damage on the sweep too, so like a lot of things.
And then as fast forward to today, what they're buffing and nerfing with Ryu, like they're doing a lot of stuff to his V triggers. But for one, his throw, because a lot of complaints were, if you're scared of Ryu and you want to reset it back to neutral, just walk up to him and get thrown. That's like Ryu's biggest weakness. Was him throwing you, because it was so bad. They nerfed it. They added like 8 frames recovery to it. It was just brutal. But what they did is they changed. I think in the arcade edition they changed the position, so Ryu's a lot closer now when he throws you, and he's able to like do a standing hard punch, meaty, if in case the opponent wants to backdash. So it gives Ryu a little bit more sticking power. But then in the second patch of arcade edition, they added 2 more frames of recovery on Ryu's forward throw. So it's kind of like 1 step forward and then a slight step back. And then his V-Trigger 1 was getting a little bit better. They're getting him some things like being able to more combo potential with his V-Trigger 1, canceling standing hard punch into specials, which give him more forward hard punch routes. The uppercut had more juggle properties, so you can do it after a back hard kick anti-air. Even after a normal Tatsu, you can combo uppercut. A Denjin Fireball, you can combo uppercut, and all these weird things. But then, very recently in the arcade edition, the 3.5, I guess, they made it so his uppercuts now drain V gauge. And they increased the total V gauge bar, but now it still drains faster. Because the combination of fireballs and uppercuts. I mean, what else is Ryu going to do during that V trigger, you know? So...
Yeah, there's been very curious changes, I would say, to Ryu. Even though, like, you know, you basically call this a nerf, and, I mean, it wasn't needed. I think at this point we can all agree that it was a little bit...
Well, like,
you know,
all, like,
overkill.
the Ryu players that are still playing this character say that change just destroyed his V trigger. Like, it's terrible. They're even willing to use
like
V-Trigger 2, Mir. V-Trigger 2! So, I mean...
Well, I mean... I guess we're getting indirect buffs with the reduced input delay, if that's gonna be a thing.
It's universal, Mir. It doesn't count.
Yeah, it is universal.
What is Capcom so scared about, man? What are they so scared about with this V-Trigger 1? Like, what is it? I mean...
Well, I guess they're really scared about the guard breaks, but, I mean, those got nerfed too, so...
Okay, let's not forget they added his donkey kick to the game. But that was more of like, you know, just because it's such a requested thing that they wanted, right? But it did help some of his confirms. Especially when the opponent, if he hits the opponent that's crouching. It helped him a little bit. But there's still more to be desired on that as well. Okay, so
yeah, for sure.
Starting, fast forward to now, in Arcade Edition, what would you say Ryu's biggest weaknesses right now? As a character, why is he like bottom 5 character?
Yeah, like we mentioned before, I mean, both V triggers leave a lot to be desired. V trigger 1 doesn't last long at all. Yeah, his confirms into V trigger are pretty bad. You need to spend meter because they're both 2 bars V triggers.
Yeah. So
you need to use EX Fireball. That's basically what.
That was a good buff though. Adding that, it's just that he doesn't get super, right? But that stopped the whole, you know, dash forward, sweep, activate frenzy that's been going on the last 2 years, you know?
I mean, it did get some nice buffs, like we said, you know, in the past, but like, on top of all the nerfs, there weren't just enough. There were just not enough, you know?
Right.
Just too many. I mean, guys, remember that in Season 1, with 8 frames of delay, his overhead was 20 frames.
Would you stop bringing up the input delay, Mir?
And it was -4 on block, guys.
Mir, calm down, okay? All right.
Okay, well, going back to his weaknesses. I mean, by the way, the overhead got nerfed. He also doesn't have a lot of range, like on his normals.
Yeah, stubby normals, especially after the nerfs.
Yeah, like even after they brought it back with standing light kick and crouching immune kick, getting a little bit increased range. He's still a really short character, so like his limbs just don't go very far. And you know, to compensate for that, technically he has a fireball which you can use as a poke, but it's really not the best fireball there is.
No,
it's pretty slow.
No,
Ryu's fireball is 47 frames across the board. I mean, for his normal fireballs, his V trigger fireballs luckily are way faster.
They should be
40.
Yeah,
around 40 frames, I think. But you know, for comparison, we have Ken's fireball 48. So, you know, kind of like the same, but, you know, let's look at the zoner, like Sagat. Sagat's high Tiger Shot is 40 frames.
40!
Yeah, and the low one is 43? 44?
43, 44. I think it's 44.
Yeah, Giles, which, I mean, I guess it's a charge move, so it's different, but it's 38. Like, that's how fast it is.
Hey, but they're minus on block. It's
Wait,
a joke.
what?
It's a joke. It was a joke. Keep going. Sorry.
And then, you know, we have, you know, to compare it to other bad fireballs, right? Like, Sakura's is 49, you know, the fastest one she has. Yurin's is 50.
Yeah, Yurin's is 50. Yeah.
So, like, but Yurin, you know, you can charge it, and Sakura can charge it too. Ryu is just stuck doing his normal fireball.
Right.
At 47 frames. So,
it's very outdated.
The pushback is, like, non-existent. There's -6 on block. The chip is, like, really low. So, yeah, his fireballs are pretty weak, honestly.
Right.
Or, you know, the show of gameplay you'd expect from you.
Absolutely. So, enough of the feels bad, man. Let's talk about what we actually want to see here, okay? So, first off, like, I guess with Ryu, because he's such a flexible character, we kind of have to have, like, what do we want from him, Mir? You know? Like, we definitely want him to be somewhat of a zoner. We want that Shoto style, you know? And
yeah, especially as
strong
opposed
neutral.
to Yeah, as opposed to Ken, who's the more rush down Shoto.
Yeah.
And I mean, they did a great job differentiating the Shotos in Street Fighter 5, but Ryu just feels like he has no place in this game. You know, you don't know what he's good at.
Right.
So yeah,
He's
like
good at
we
losing.
definitely want him to be
Right
to be better at zoning.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing I would like them to change is really look at this V trigger one. I mean, once and for all, Capcom, fix this V trigger. It's even in season 1 it was ass. It wasn't that good in season 1. Okay? Even if you compare it to Ken's, man, okay? The one way to solve this V trigger problem, just stop Capcom with the tuning, the uppercut draining, the fireball draining. Make this damn thing a 3-bar V trigger. Okay? Easy fix.
With all the added benefits.
With all the added benefits. If it's a 3-bar V trigger, that means he can cancel his fireball into V trigger. The normal fireball, not the EX one. That will give him a sick confirm that Ken has with his V trigger, right? A low forward fireball, boom, activate, convert, and then you still have super, right? And then it will last longer because it's a 3-bar V trigger, and then boom, that would fix it right away. You know, I've been asking for the dash cancel for a while now. That's just to make it more fun, right? But I think it'd be cool if Ryu, when he's charging the fireballs, if he's able to dash cancel it, that might open up some new combo routes, or to juke someone to jump in and then cancel into an uppercut, for example.
you
However,
make
it should
it like,
drain. What?
Yeah, exactly.
It
No,
should
I was
drain.
just about to say you could make it like Karin's where it drains. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when she does the Rekkas and she backs up, it just drains a lot of bar. Could
Right.
do the same for Ryu.
If Ryu dash cancels, it'll drain, like, let's say 50% of the bar. So you can only do it twice, or something like that. So that'd be really cool. Another thing, like we were talking about, his fireballs, man, they gotta lower the total frames on that thing. Like right now, it's just too slow. 47, man, for a character that's supposed to have strong zoning. They gotta lower it to like 45.
Yeah.
45,
Yeah, it seems
man.
reasonable.
Like
maybe slightly increase the pushback.
yeah,
so that's
maybe.
a little bit harder to punish.
Yeah, because like
Or increase the chip damage.
that would help his crouching medium kick into fireball, right? And like I said, Sagat's low tiger shot is 44. You know, so it would really help Ryu, and then maybe raise his DP damage or the DP stun, right? It seems a lot of these uppercut attacks just like are not rewarding enough, man. Like Guile's flash kick, man, when it hits you, you fly to the next dimension. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And then on top of that, Guile's got the slow sonic boom. I mean, but that's another video, man. That's another video. Okay, back to Ryu's normals, right? Definitely wants some requests for his normals. I think since he is kind of stubby still, they did, like you said, Mir, they did buff his light kick back and his crouching medium kick, but I think they need to look at standing medium punch again. That would definitely help his donkey kick. Crouching medium kick they should probably look at again. Or, like you said, the pushback on the fireballs would help too. And
even standing medium kick as a poke, it's very lackluster. You could look at that too.
Yeah. And you were talking about back hard kick, Mir. What you wanted to do with it?
Yeah, like an idea that I had is make it kind of like Urian's, where the anti-air hitbox appears earlier than the normal hitbox, so it doesn't hit grounded opponents immediately. But it's faster for anti-airs. So what you can do, since back hard kick is cancelable, the axe kick, that would just give you a better normal anti-air, right? You can juggle into something.
Right.
So that could be nice, I think. It wouldn't change his ground game, his setups at all because of this. Like, it would only hit airborne opponents.
Right. Like the start up on that anti-air hit is like on the 9th frame, right? So I would say make it 7 would be pretty good.
7 or 8, yeah, for sure.
So you guys are probably thinking about donkey kick, right? If Capcom were to change all these things we just said, that would really help donkey kick in general, just because of how much it knocks you back. So it would be better just from that. But if they don't change the above things, I was thinking maybe allow Ryu some more mix-ups from donkey kick, because you are spending a meter. Like I'm talking about like a jab reset. But Capcom doesn't seem to like those left-right 50-50s, man. Only on certain characters, so I'm not sure about that. And
or even make, say, the normal versions just harder to punish, because they're extremely minus. I mean, they're extremely punishable. So
yeah, that's true. That'd be a good
another way of balancing it.
kind of like a medium kick Sonic Scythe kind of thing. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, like add more pushback.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're doing it up close, then you get punished. But if you're doing it, trying to, whip punish something and just fail, it's not as devastating, to
Right.
get it blocked.
So, like I said, just buffing his zoning, so his fireballs and the V-Trigger 1 alone would have me satisfied. But in the current meta right now, where we have zoners that are anti-zoners out of control right now, I still don't think Ryu would fit. It would be so hard to get him to be on that top tier level. He would need more than that. So, I mean, we're going to have to see what we're going to do with Season 4. I mean, I don't know if I can take another season of not seeing the poster boy of Street Fighter not in a single tournament in Top 64. It's ridiculous. Come on, Capcom. Redemption Island here. And one last thing. Get the air cross-up Tatsu back, man. Like, come on. We've been asking this since beta. This is ridiculous. I want to see a cross-up Tatsu again in the air. Please. Thank you. It made
I have one last request myself.
What's that?
If I land a DP anti-air, please let it combo to super. I don't want to see my super just slowly whiff.
This isn't Street Fighter 4, Mir. This is Street Fighter 5, man. I don't know.
Yeah, and there's other characters that can do that, so.
Okay, that is the Ryu wishlist video, Mir. We got some more wishlist videos down the road here as we're anticipating Season 4. Guys, let us know in the comments below what you guys would like to see Ryu get for the Season 4 patch. And, yeah, what he needs to take to be finally seen in a tournament again. Do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, and of course, like the video. It really helps out. Hit that dang bell icon, as Sonic Soul would say. And, Mir, thanks for joining me, man. Alright, guys.
No problem.
Take care.